Hey, I'm Trevor from Focus Source Podiatry, and we're just going to have a look at the Kayano 31. So Clem and I were lucky enough with our partnership with Ripple Sport in England Park to get our hands on a couple of pairs of the Kayano 31s. And we've done a little bit of running in them, and we're just going to cover off sort of what they felt for us and sort of how they work. So the Kayano 31 is your stability shoe from ASICS. It sits on a 10 mil drop, 40 mils in the back, 30 mils in the front. The shoe itself has a 40 guidance system. So this has changed up from the 29, so it was in the 30. And what they've done is they've added a softer material through the midsole so that when you are moving through it onto that motion, rather than stopping all the movements, it actually slows you in and helps sort of ease that movement without stopping all movement into that sort of pronated or rolling in position. So you'll see that again on the 31. What has changed on the 31 is the outsole. So they've updated the grip to allow a little bit more grippier feeling, a bit more stability, so you're not sort of feeling like you're sliding around in this model. They've also added a bit more support through the outside so that you sit on the outside a little bit longer, so you're not, when you're coming through that shoe in transition, you're not heading quickly over onto that inside if that is something you struggle with. So that's sort of the key things with this one, as well as the upper. So they have updated the upper from the knit to more of a mesh on this iteration of the Kayano. We found that it was really nice and comfortable in terms of the upper, and there's a lot more space than you sort of normally expect. Being a premium stability shoe, you are getting more cushioning around the heel counters and inside the shoe, and it does come with a little bit more weight. So these are 296 grams, which you sort of will find is a little bit heavier than some of the other stability shoes on the market, but it does allow the shoe to have a little bit more cushion and a little bit more ride. So if you're looking for that comfortable feeling while also a bit of stability, you're going to get that out of your Kayano 31. It still has all your gel. They've extended the gel under the heel. You won't see it like you used to in the old models, but it now sits more centrally and runs a little bit longer into that heel, which allows for that more cushion position as your heel strike. So Chloe really liked the shoe. She finds it comfortable both in walking and in running. Considering that closed but quite out of a high arch position, she tends to sort of move away from the stability shoes as they tend to give her a little bit of pain on the outside of the foot, just because they don't allow her foot to move in the way she likes. She found with these she didn't have that sort of feeling. She found it was really nice and cushioning and comfortable as she moved through. So all in all, she quite enjoys the Kayanos. For me, I found that they had quite a nice roll. So as I came through, it actually was still that plush of a feeling you expect from the ASICS shoes, but I kind of got this nice rolling effect through and got the kind of the toe rock run. It's not super aggressive, but it's enough that you sort of feel like you can actually propel out of the shoe. The way they do the 4D technology is really quite comfortable and it's really unintrusive. So you don't sort of feel like you've got this arch pushing in the entire time and having to sit on top of the support system. It's really only there when you sort of need it, which is quite nice. If you are looking for more of that really heavy arch position, you may not get that feeling you're wanting out of that shoe, but it will still help and still guide you through and give you that nice stability. So as you can see, it's got that wide base plus that 4D system that allows that stability to come up in the shoe. I've taken this through on a few quicker efforts and slower efforts. It's obviously not a shoe that's designed for your tempo efforts, but it does hold pretty well with a little bit more pace, which I found was mostly around that sort of responsiveness and that toe spring. So it's got a little bit of response there, and it works really well as that daily trainer. But if you're sort of looking for something where you're like, oh, I think I might want to go a little bit quicker, but I'm not really there to go up into some of the other shoes, you will still be able to go quicker in this shoe. So it is definitely designed as a shoe for those longer runs, those daily efforts, and to do a lot of kilometers in. Really happy with the shoe and think it's a nice shoe to play in. Definitely check it out. So yeah, guys, it's the Kayano 31.